Lost Bayou Ramblers.
Lost Bayou Ramblers.
And they are completely free thinkers. They don't give a rat's ass what anybody thinks. They just do what they do. They make the most crazy, cool records. And if you go see them, I don't care who you are, you'll like them. But by the end of the show, you'll be in love with them. Doesn't matter if you think you're going to like them or you're not going to think you're going to like them after you go see them.
So that's what you guys try to bring in your shows, or what?
Yeah,
well, some of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily have to be the sound, but I mean, I kind of like the way that they do it, to where it's something so differently and culturally relatable. I guess something that you've never seen before, and they also seem very personable and relatable and just cool.
And these guys
just
are
having
like
fun.
That. These guys are like that.
But you're like that too. A lot of people relate to you. I feel like that's one of the things that people like about coming see us, is because they think that they see us all have fun.
Some normal guys up there, man.
Yeah, we're all trying it together, bro. We're all trying to figure it out together.
I thought that intro tonight was really good. Like you guys said, it was a lot more jammy than you normally do, but I thought that was really great.
Yeah, that was Charlie. Charlie, the past 2 nights.
Brainstorm right here.
Charlie, the past 2 nights is because we actually, I think it's good for it because before this we went on tour with Spafford, and we had 45 minutes each. Awesome. We had 45 minutes to play each time on that trip. So, and we did 5 nights with them. So it was, I think we all had in the mindset of just boom, 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 play as many songs. Play as many songs as you can, so you can just hit them with everything you got. Play the one, maybe pick one that you can let breathe a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, it was just bang, bang, bang as fast as you can. And I think we were still, whenever we started on this tour, we kind of still had that mindset a little bit. But then Charlie, last night, we talked about it and trying to change the thing of it. And then tonight he wrote a set, and it kind of went like that.
So before we go on stage, he just comes up to each one of us separately and says, "All right, this is what we're going to do. You mind if I tell him?" Yeah. He said, I'm gonna write a bass line. I'm just gonna make a bass line up at the beginning of the song in the key that the song's in, and we're just gonna see what happens."
Nice.
And it was like, okay, let's do it. Yeah. Let's follow Charlie, and that's what we did.
It was fucking great. It seemed very composed, honestly. I wouldn't believe that it was just something just off the top of your guys' head.
It was.
That was great.
It's probably that second shot of whiskey.
I don't know that it'll always happen like that, but that's a great thing about music. Is you have these nights when shit like that happens, and you think, you're not. It's not about any one person being a star, or it's not about making money. It's really about the music.
Everybody together.
And it never lets you down. Mm-hmm. It's
we've also spent the past few years perfecting these songs, we're not really a jam band per se, but when we have released these albums, and people say that they enjoy our songs, our studio recordings, we like to play a song that's a 2.5 minute song that ends. Isn't that's how it goes. But when we go on tour and I don't know, that's the only time that we really get to play in front of really only a select few people. Mm-hmm. That it's not like when we're in New Orleans where there's a bunch of people there.
And the expectation.
And we kind of get to experiment and play around with just the keys, that's where hey, we're gonna play this song and it's in this key, but let's just stick around in this little area before this song, mm-hmm. Just a little space before the song, and create a whole new world.
Yeah, and I really think that last night and tonight we did that, and tonight more than last night, but we started doing it last night. We've been doing it a little bit all along, mm-hmm. but I think it's going to be. I think it's a lot of good's going to come out of it. I think.
Well, and I mean, I think I told
I feel
you.
hopeful about it.
I mean, I told that to Steve and maybe Charlotte. But I was like, we need to probably start bringing that energy into the bigger shows that we consider to because I feel like maybe I'm speaking on myself, but sometimes I feel like there's when we play these bigger shows where people know our lyrics and know the songs, we almost kind of put ourselves in a little bit of a box sometimes where gotta play these songs. Get to them instead of bringing that energy like we had tonight, where there was no constriction on hey, we need to do this tonight, and where we were tonight, we were like, we probably do whatever the fuck we want. We can do whatever the fuck we want and just let it ride. I mean, we got the set, as long as you play these, end up playing all these songs, we're good to go.
I don't know, dude. Nate really changed the whole game just by being there with his lights.
They really did.
The visual is a big thing. The visual is a very big thing.
Dude, definitely.
He really got me in the zone a couple of times when he got it dark on stage because he knew.
It kind of brings it down.
He just knew.
He knows our taste and what we want.
Yeah, he knows what we want. Mm-hmm. That almost helped me a couple of times because it was he kind of knew that we were going into something and maybe exploring a little bit, so he brought down the lights. So you bring those lights down so you don't see anything. So for me, that just makes me not think about there's people watching or anything. It makes me think I'm up here by myself. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And kind of explore it.
It creates an intimacy on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
And it affects us as well. I mean, it's not just the audience for what they're seeing and how beautiful that may or may not be, but it's also, we like it because it affects us.
Mm-hmm.
Some of being a cage up there and being able to control them.
Well, it just adds that whole different element.
Dude,
yeah.
That's another sense, bro. You got your ears, bro, and then sight is a very big influence on.
And you guys said he did every single show for that festival, or?
Wait for what?
No, he really just ran.
Your guys' sets, or what?
We played both nights, and the main stage only had one or two night shows a day, and
he did those.
So really, it was just us, and then our friend's band, Sailor Poon. He ran their lights.
Sailor Poon.
Dude, look that band up too. That
he
band's
made
awesome.
Sailor Poon.
Really good.
Dude, look up Sailor Poon out of Austin. That band is awesome.
All right.
That's a really
awesome
good
band.
Really awesome band.
And I asked earlier, but where did you guys play yesterday?
Iowa City.
Iowa City.
A lovely town. I actually agree.
Do they have a Gage?
Yeah, I actually will say I'd never heard of Iowa City. I didn't even know the University of Iowa there. It's a lovely town.
And what about before that?
We had a night off the night before that. We went to St. Louis, and went and stayed at a hotel and went and ate Mexican food. But the night before that, we played in Zabatas in right outside of St. Louis, and then before that,
we were in Shreveport.
No, before that we played Little Rock, Arkansas.
Nice.
Arkansas. And we actually there was a bunch of people. They had another band that played with us, Monk is King. They were tight. We played with them
you guys
before.
played with
Monk is King.
Oh, you know those guys?
Yeah.
Monk is King?
No.
Oh, they
Not
said
Marcus King.
Not Marcus
Monk
King.
is King.
No, Monk
the
is
way
King.
the way these boys say it, it sounds like they're saying Monk
Okay,
is
I
King.
was like,
I just like to turn.
you said that so casual.
I like to say three words into one.
We did a Marcus King after party around New Year's Eve. That was
really?
really fun.
Yeah, Marcus King played on my amp. That was tight.
What?
It was fun. He almost played my guitar, but I saw him pull it out, and he was like, "I don't want that shit.
I don't know.
Let me get that shit out of here."
Well, he only plays Gibsons, right?
Yeah, that's actually what happened.
Yeah, but he didn't bring no gear. He was just jamming.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
His band was playing the after party pretty much.
But they found him at Gibson.
No, yeah, that's. I'll tell you a story. I guess that's presumptuous, but whenever so Marcus came over to come jam with his band, and I still had all my gear because they backline all my gear. So I was like, Marcus King, fucking savant, one of the best guitar players I've seen, fucking one ever. But so I was all pumped because he was playing on my amp, but then his guitar tech went and grabbed my guitar, and I was like, oh shit, Marcus is about to play. Marcus is about to play my guitar. But he doesn't really play Strat. He likes Les Pauls, Gibsons. They got it for me, and he was like, and then they went and found him a Les Paul, and I was like, damn, that'd have been tight.
He needs that hollow body.
Oh yeah.
2 humbuckers.
Oh yeah, he likes the humbuckers, bro.
Yeah.
He plays like that, bro. He's goddamn.
Yeah, he really digs in there. But the other band is called what? Marquise?
Monk, M-O-N-K,
Monk
is
King.
King, K-I-N-G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Monk is King. They're from
Like,
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Thelonious Monk is king.
They're killer too, man. They're really good. I like those guys. And then before that, we played in Shreveport at Ernie's Bar, R.I.P. I don't think it's gonna be called Ernie's anymore because Ernie sold it.
What?
Because he told me he was going to flight school.
He's the man.
Yeah, Ernie is the man.
Shout out
Ernie's tight.
forever.
I hope we get big enough where Ernie's flying our private jet around. Fucking have Ernie's jet just like busting us around.
Ernie's jet, man.
And where are you guys going next after here?
We got a day off tomorrow.
Sundance.
Yeah,
Well, we're going to drive for 10 hours tomorrow.
Sundance Film Festival where we are
Yeah,
playing
we're playing on the
music.
Acura stage at the Acura
Wow, that's
Music
pretty.
Exposition at
that's
Sundance
pretty cool.
Film Festival.
Yeah, I didn't know that
We got
that
2
Sundance
shows
had
in
music.
Park City
either.
on Friday. 2 shows.
And then we're playing at a place downtown. I forgot the name of the club downtown.
Opie Rockwell.
Opie Rock.
No, tomorrow night we need to get there because
Dell.
Dale the Funky Homo Sapien is playing at the same venue that we're playing at, except on Thursday. So that'd be tight.
And then Steamboat on Saturday. Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
Steamboat.
So we're hanging around.
Utah, then come back to Colorado. You guys got any studio stuff coming up or anything like that? Or?
Nothing released.
We're starting a work on our 4th album.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I think after at the end of the spring, I think we're going to start really focusing on putting out.
We have the concept, but we're not going to tell you what it is.
Is that kind of when your tour's wrapping up, like spring or?
Nah, this one's kind of short.
It was a
Yeah.
show. We're going to be back from Mardi Gras, and then probably hang around. And go.
We got a busy March and some really cool festivals in March and April.
Really?
Shout out T-Bois.
T-Bois, Martians Arts, over in San
And
Marcos.
then we're going to be doing a lot of jazz fest stuff.
And we're playing
in the
Electric
city.
Forest this summer.
Oh yeah, we're playing Electric Forest this summer.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
That's
Just snuck that in.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd remind you that we're playing Electric Forest.
Just snuck that in like it's nothing.
Yeah, when the people heard about it in New Orleans, some guy wrote a whole article about it. New Orleans band's playing Electric Forest.
It was tight.
pretty
I'm actually excited because I've heard so much shit about that festival, dude. About how amazing production is. It's
The pictures online
Bringing
are
Camp Void.
the pictures
Yeah,
online
we
of that
did do a
festival
Camp
are
Void.
unbelievable. It's like it looks
That's
like
one thing I've seen.
like
too.
a damn Lord of the Rings movie or something,
It
or
really
no,
does.
or Close Encounters of the Third Kind. With all that stuff, you know.
Dude,
It's
I'm
just the
so-
trees are all lit up. These 200-foot pine trees are lit.
I can only imagine
Whole
what it
forest.
looks like in person.
Dude,
I'm-
that's fucking beautiful.
That's
I know.
fucking awesome. I'm,
You know that
I'm
one
really happy for you
dude
guys.
planted all those trees, and he still lives there. He still lives on this ground. So
Hunter,
made him.
Hunter.
one dude planted these trees.
That was me.
Wow.
That was me.
It was
I'm that
OPL
dude.
seeds.
I'm that dude.
I'm that dude.
Larry Hot Dog. That's my name.
Iceman Special. Thank you guys for being on here.
Yeah, you're right.
This was great.
Thank you for having us. It was fun.
Of course, man.
Yeah, Louise,
Anytime.
yeah.
You guys
Hey.
killed it.
Next time we'll have me. We can have a gear podcast.
Hell
Just
yeah.
talk about some gear.
We'll do a gear episode next
Yeah,
time.
Oh,
for
brother.
sure.
Hey, can we shout out to something?
Yeah, shout him out, man.
Fed Void 2020, October 2nd and 3rd, will be the new Bonnaroo, the new Electric Forest, the new anything you ever imagine. Full on Louisiana music. Come to our festival.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah, bro.
I also want to say thank you and shout out to our booking agency, which is Madison House in Bolden, Colorado, and our booking agent, who is Jordan Carrier, and our manager, who is Adam Kowalski.
Nice.
And
Out of Boulder?
well, Adam lives in Nashville now, but the booking agency's out of Boulder, and they're really good.
Adam got them tight black shirts for us that are sick. Hey, I also like to give out a shout out to our host and awesome podcast host, Mr. Luis, who is letting us crash at his house for free.
Hell yeah.
He's not charging us.
I might give him a sticker and T-shirt. I think that's probably much all he wanted. He gave me this. He gave me some old Milwaukee best and a bed, bro, and that's